Is Etsy worth it? Is it worth starting an Etsy shop in 2020? While everybody's experience is different, I'm going to be sharing with you my list of pros and cons to help you make an informed decision, to help you make a decision that's right for you if it's worth selling on Etsy. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, my name is Samantha. I make one video every week on entrepreneurship topics like this, careers and skills development. I hope that you will consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you catch future videos. And without wasting much time, we're going to go straight into the pros and the cons of selling on Etsy. The first pro is that it is super easy. It is so easy to set up an Etsy shop. I've already done a video. I will link it in the cards and in the description box below that you can check it out. But guys, Etsy is so user-friendly. You don't have to be a tech guru. You don't need to know anything about setting up a website. It really is so easy. They make everything so easy, so simple and seamless. You can literally set up your shop and have a sale within the same day. That's how easy it is. So if you want to check out the video that I did, as I said, I'll leave it linked in the description box and in the cards. You just check it out. It is so easy. Yeah, I think that's just it. There's no better way to say it. It's just so simple. It's so easy. Second to this is that Etsy is so cheap to maintain. It really is so affordable, especially if you're just starting out and you don't want to have like a fixed cost of maintaining a website before you have sales, before you have customers, before you actually know how people will take onto your product or service. So Etsy only charges you 20 US cents per listing. So apart from this, the only other charge they take from you is 5% transaction fee, or like a commission on you selling your product on their platform. It is a business for them at the end of the day, so you do have to pay something, but you could always factor this into your own selling price. However, the con that is attached to this is that 5% actually adds up and is a big amount to pay. If you're making $10,000 a month, 5% really becomes a lot more money than if you're selling $1,000 or making $1,000 a month. So in these cases, it might actually be better for you to then go opt for places like Shopify, where you can have your own website and pay a flat fee of $29, I think it's $29 now, the minimum package. And yeah, and you just run your shop and then you have this flat fee. It's not really fluctuating with your sales. But for the most part, especially if you're starting out and you are building your brand, I would recommend that you start with Etsy and, lower your costs. Really keep your expenses and costs at the bare minimum while you develop your brand. Another pro is that Etsy is a trusted platform. Because Etsy is a trusted platform and a massive audience, really a global audience for you, people who are coming there are willing to put their credit card and make a purchase without really getting the worry that, they might pay for something and not receive it. There are a lot of scams out there, so people are really cautious and worried when they're trying out or trying to buy something from an unknown site. So if you are starting and you haven't really established your brand, Etsy would be great for that, because people put their trust in it, and they know that if they have any problems with you as a seller, they'll just report it through the Etsy support. So this really gives people and buyers the comfort and assurance that they need, that they're going to get a legitimate sale through the platform. So if you have a brand that you are building or establishing that people don't really know yet, it is an excellent platform. You having an international, a global audience actually, through which you can showcase your product and also get a lot of valuable feedback from people regarding your product. It can serve as a great market research tool, because when you sell something to someone, you've got like a great chat system that's integrated within the Etsy app as well. So you can actually follow up with your customers and ask them if the product met their expectations. And here you'll get to hear from them what they wish they could have seen or had on the product, or if it does meet the expectation, they will let you know as well. So it's really a fantastic platform for that. And this messaging platform is also really great for buyers or customers to write to you and ask you questions about the product that they're considering to buy. So it really is so interactive, and you can actually get to feel like you know your customers more on a personal basis, as opposed to just a big massive store where people just come, they buy, and they don't really have that interface, that contact with the person who's actually selling the product. The disadvantage or con of Etsy being such a massive platform is that it makes it so hard for you to be discovered, especially if you're just coming in. There are millions of artisans selling unique items. So it's so easy for you to get lost in this pool, in this sea and ocean of sellers, millions of artisans who are selling unique items. It's so competitive, and you have to up your social media game and your photography. Your photos just have to be a good and the best representation of your product. Use the right terms to truly and rightly describe your product, so at least when people are searching it, it will actually show up on the top pages, because rarely do people scroll to like page 20 when they're looking for something, unless they are not actually seeing the thing that they want. So you want to optimize your listings in a way that allows you to be on those higher pages when people search. So another big disadvantage for me when it comes to Etsy, it actually comes in two parts, is that it's really hard to get referral sales, and also really hard to develop a personal brand. Very rarely do people actually go and say, I got it on this particular shop on Etsy. So while people may speak well of your product and where they got it from, it might not actually result in direct sales, like customers coming to you. It's just for them, it's like, I bought it on Etsy. Negativity. So now on to something a little more positive. Etsy handles your taxes for you. Where taxes apply, Etsy will charge the customer and then take the money from you as a seller at the end of the month when you pay in your bills. So it's really simplified, and I think it's one of the greatest pros of selling on Etsy. I've got a friend who's selling on eBay in Australia, and she has to do all her taxes on her own, and it's hard work. The next one is a bit tricky. It's both a pro and a con. Etsy shows on the shop. When you go to an Etsy shop, it actually shows how many sales a seller has made since they started selling. So this is a pro in that if you have sales, and if you have a lot of sales, customers are more likely to buy from you, because they can see, oh, people actually have been buying from this shop. It's trusted and I can buy. But whereas if you're actually just starting and you don't have any sales, and somebody likes your product, they really want it, but they're like, oh, I don't want to be the first person to buy from this shop. So that can actually deter that person from buying from you. And then it makes it a bit harder to get those first few sales. So having said that, though, there are a lot more things that Etsy shows the customers that encourage people to buy from you. Say you have products that are kind of low in stock, it will highlight right next to the product like, oh, only one available, or only 2 left, only 3 left. This encourages people to buy. So this feature, these combined features of telling you when a product is low in stock and also mentioning how many people actually have it in their carts encourages people to buy. So if there's a product, there's only 2 available or 1, and it's available in 17 people's carts, chances are somebody's going to make that purchase sooner rather than later. Say, for example, you offer free shipping. They will put a highlight next to your product, says free shipping. And if your product's on discount, that highlight will be there as well. It also shows that people are coming back. So if somebody comes to your shop and they buy a product and they buy again, Etsy records that and actually puts it on your store profile. So when a customer is coming and they want to buy from your shop, they can actually see a note that says people are coming back to this shop. So that encourages people like, hey, people are buying from the shop and they're actually coming back for more. So I think I can buy from this store confidently. Because people like to follow people. People always want to go where other people are going or buy what other people are buying. So this really does help you out. And it looks like my list of pros is much higher than my list of cons, which is a great thing. So the next pro is that the Etsy analytics are awesome. They help you know how people are finding your shop, the keywords that people are using to find your product. And this can also help you to start developing products in response to what your customers want. It shows you and tells you how many people have visited your shop in a given period of time, and the sources. Are they coming from Facebook, Instagram? Are they coming from WhatsApp? Or are they coming from Google? Are they actually coming from people searching on Etsy, which is a search engine in itself? So you kind of want to know where to direct your efforts and to see like where your customers are coming from. And Etsy analytics really help you to do this. They really help you get an insight into your shop, your traffic, and your customers. So as we said earlier, Etsy is quite competitive. There are millions of artisans who are selling unique handmade items. It's not always easy for people to find your product. As good as it is, there are millions of people who are selling items similar to yours, maybe better or worse, but you want people to actually have a glance at your product and to click on it. So I would recommend, and it's advised, that you pay for Etsy ads. This is a disadvantage that, you know what, if you do want your product to rank up higher on those searches, you would need to pay for Etsy ads. However, there is an advantage to this, is that it's actually quite affordable for as little as $1 to $50 a day. So this allows you to control your budget and actually monitor and see which efforts are yielding better results for you. So more pros coming. Other pros of selling on Etsy is that you can actually offer coupons. You can offer discount coupons to people who have liked your product. So they get like message or email notifications that, you know, you're offering a discount to that item that they have liked. And this encourages people to buy from you. And you can also send coupons to people who've added your product into their shopping cart, but haven't actually made the final decision to make a purchase. So I hope I'm not overly selling Etsy here, but another great thing about Etsy is that they let you set up your own shop policies. So it's literally having your own website within their website, and you have control over the guarantees that you make to your customers, your shipping policies, when you ship, and which shipping agents you will use, how you handle your refunds and returns. And you can actually use this information or these policies to build customer confidence, to encourage them to make a purchase and to come back to your shop. For now, these are my top pros and cons for being an Etsy seller. I hope that you found this video useful and valuable. But what's more important is that I hear from you. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it to start selling on Etsy in 2020? Please let me know in the comment section below. I love to hear back from you. Do subscribe, share, and I will see you on the next one.